Hey guys, Cat72, and yes, I have another video to share with you guys. So as I mentioned in a previous video for my helmet, which is the SHOEI model RF-SR, there's a feature that comes with this helmet. It's called a pin lock. And basically what that pin lock does is it basically just another barrier of the fascia, so that it pretty much eliminates you from breathing on the helmet, so it prevents fogging, hazing, and moisture buildup when you're breathing, either in cold climate or just in different temperatures, how that happens. So when I bought the helmet, the pin lock already came with it, which is this product right here. And as you can see, it's for the SHOEI model CW-1, CNS-1, CWR-1, and CNS-3. This particular pin lock that fit the SHOEI RF-SR is the DKS301. And it'll even tell you basically a warning of what particular model it covers. But like I said, this came with the helmet. I didn't buy it separate. When I purchased the helmet, it came with it. Now, what I want to go over today is I didn't like the clear. I like the clear helmet, but for my own personal preference, I like to have a shaded visor or face shield, if you will. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to replace the clear that came, factory, and I'm going to install the shaded one. And I wanted to share this with you guys because I wanted to show you how to also connect the pin lock shield. And that's what we're going to go over today. So let me go ahead and, in case you're wondering, the shade that I purchased, which fits this helmet, it's called the CWR-1 pin lock, indicating that it has that feature, and the color is dark smoke. And I guess that's the part number if you guys are interested. So we're gonna, and of course it's made for this specific helmet. And I got this at the motorcycle shop. Basically, obviously that's where they sell most of everything that you're gonna need for your particular helmet or bike. I mean, there's aftermarket products as well, but I mean, you kind of always want to go with the brand that it's specifically made for. So again, guys, let me show you the packages real quick, because I wanted to adjust the camera because I noticed it was getting a lot of white haze when I was showing you. But again, that's the package. Hopefully you can see it better now. And as I said before, those are the models that it's recommended for. Mine in particular is for the DKS301. And that's because my helmet falls under the model description of CWR-1. If you can see that. All right, so with that being said, let's continue. Basically, it gives you some instructions. If you never ever replace your face shield, it's pretty simple. I'm going to show you, but if need be, it comes with instructions in full detail, explains everything as far as how to do it and the proper procedure. And then it also shares with you about lubrication for some of the lubrication for some of these springs. I don't know if you noticed, but on some of these, well, most of these actually, you got spring-loaded tensioners. And that's what basically allows you to lift and lock and stabilize the fascia on most helmets. Kind of like it's doing right now. Different positions. And it has that ability to hold its retention, again, because of the spring. And then of course, that's completely closed. So for now, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna take the original off. So let me go ahead and do that for you. And it's pretty simple. On this particular helmet, there's a little, I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully you can. There's a little lever here, and that lever locks into what they have here, kind of like a molded, I guess you can call that a molded hinge, and that hinge fits into the frame of the locking assembly, and this either releases it or locks it. So in this case, we're going to release it, and then you simply just pop it off just as such, and that's where the locking mechanism goes, right inside there. And you basically open it to release it, close it to lock it, and then we're going to do the same with the opposite side. And here's the lever. Let's see if I can get that up at a better angle. Oh, I already did it basically. All right, so there's your factory one. So now with the helmet set aside, your factory visor there. Now what makes these shields different from the ones without this feature, which is the pin lock, is that you specifically have these little grommets, and these grommets are for basically locking the pin lock fascia. As you can see here, there's one and there's the other. So at this point, all we have to do now is take this one out, and it's kind of tricky only because once it's in there, look how close it is to the shield. I mean, there's no gap. I mean, the gap is very minimal, very minimal. So this is my first time actually doing it, so we're gonna do this together. And basically it's just a matter of, let me see here. I know we have to kind of bend it, but I also don't want to break it. But I was told that this is very flexible material, so I'm just gonna grab my nails underneath it and then slightly pull back. See if I can get this here. I didn't want to get my fingers all over it, but it seems like there's no other way. So basically, okay, so basically you would just lift it inward. It's real flexible, and then that would allow it to come out. And then there's the other one. Like I said, I didn't want to get fingerprints all over it, but unfortunately that's just the way it goes. And make sure you have it in the same position, which is basically the level, the lever, if you will, that allows you to lift the helmet should be facing upward. And then the interlock should be facing in that oval direction where the longer side is facing up on the mask. It's pretty much just molding the exact same fit as the fascia. So I'm gonna get out of camera real quick because I want to wipe the this part down, because once I got it on there, I'm not gonna be able to mess with it. So just give me a second. Just using my t-shirt, but I really don't want to have to keep taking this off and on. So that's good enough. So then to put this back on, it's basically just locking it on the left side, or right side I should say, and then locking it on the left. And there you go. It's real flexible, guys, so don't worry about bending it. You're fine in doing so. And then I'm just gonna give it a quick wiping on the inner part. And there you have it. Real simple. Let me go ahead and get this one set aside. All right. And then basically it's just the opposite of what you did previously, which is basically putting it in the position where we can actually hinge it. Which is going to be upward. This makes it a little bit challenging because now I have a darker lens and it's hard to see the actual inner workings of the lock assembly. But if I just it pretty much will lock automatically, which it already did. The only time you have to worry about the lever is when you're taking it off. to put it on is basically just applying pressure and it'll automatically lock. So now we got that side on, let's do the opposite side. I know the video, guys, you probably, most of you that ride motorcycles, this is pretty much self-explanatory, but you know, there are a lot of people that are just beginning to ride and they might not have this information, they might not know how. So by sharing this information, I'm just hoping to help people that might not know how to do this, help them out. So there you go, and it's locked on both sides. So now we just make sure everything's functional, and it is. It remains on the hinges, it's not coming off. Perfect. And there's my new face guard. It's got fingerprints all over it, which I hate, but let me wipe it down real quick. That's a little better, but I'll wipe it better when I get inside. I'll give it a good cleaning. I just wanted to share that with you guys, but damn, doesn't that look sweet? I like the way that looks. And that's it, guys. Real simple. Just how to replace the front face shield. And if you happen to have the pin lock feature, how to replace the pin lock face plate itself. And like I said, very simple. I love the way this pin lock feature works. Like I said, it prevents fogging and hazing from getting on the helmet. I've tried chemicals that they say you can spray on, wipe off, and that didn't seem to work at all. This really, really works, honestly. I mean, it really, really works. Damn good product. Damn, I need to clean my helmet. So, yeah, just another video for you guys. I wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoyed. And thanks for watching, guys. Cast 72. Peace out.